Lord have mercy and what is taking place in the good old United States of America. Shout out to Daily Mail for this one. Hundreds of students in Pennsylvania walked out of school in protest over a new rule allowing transgender students to use the bathroom of their choice. High school students in Perkiomen Valley School District staged the protest after officials opted not to adopt a policy that would force students to use restrooms which corresponded with their biological sex. They accused education chief of compromising their rights and putting female students at risk during the demonstration last week. The policy was proposed by local father Tim Jagger, who said his daughter had become distressed after encountering a transgender student in the bathroom. However, neither Jagger nor his daughter could be sure that the person they met was a biological male. Board members voted against the bathroom ban last Monday, sparking fury among some parents and students. High schooler John Ott, who organized the walkout, told Fox News, "Female students, they're upset. They didn't want men in their bathroom." His mother, Stephanie Ott, added, "This is about protecting our children and our privacy, and the boys and the girls. It's simple biology." Meanwhile, fellow student Victoria Rudolph also told the outlet, "There needs to be some changes. It's just uncomfortable seeing 19-year-old men or 18-year-old men in the bathroom." This is a female talking about seeing 18, 19-year-old men in her high school bathroom. Men who say they identify as women, and don't you dare misgender them, because if they tell you that they identify as a girl, then you will address them as she. And now they are making it so that they can use the bathroom they feel like they're supposed to be using. I think this is really messy. But Superintendent Barbara Russell defended the decision not to adopt the bathroom ban, citing Policy 103, an anti-discrimination code which states that gender identity is a protected class. The board also previously heard fears from current and former trans students about bullying in restrooms, including one student too afraid to go during the school day. The student told WFMZ, quote unquote, "I hate that I have to feel scared in a place that promotes supportiveness for kids." Perkiomen Valley School Board serves 5,100 high school, middle, elementary, and kindergarten school students. The Perkiomen Valley School Board's president, Jason Saylor, said, "Although I voted differently than the majority of the board, as board president, I respect the outcome of the vote and those who voted against expediting the policy. I also appreciate our student body, those who came to our previous board meetings to vote, and the 300 plus students who used their First Amendment rights to voice their opinion in favor of the policy during their protests on Friday." Now, there are battles over transgender issues that have roiled multiple school boards and public bodies over the last few years. The concerns mainly center on transgender girls and women and whether they should be allowed access to spaces that are reserved for biological women or biological girls. Supporters are saying that transgender women are vulnerable to bullying and physical violence, and they must be allowed to use spaces where they feel safe. Critics say that in protecting trans women, female-only spaces are potentially opening up themselves to male predators who claim to be trans or non-binary. Separately, discussions only continue on whether it is fair to let transgender women compete in sports against biological women over fears going through male puberty gives them an insurmountable physical advantage. Listen, so you send your child to school, right? And for instance, you send your daughter to school, and your daughter goes to school, and then she goes to use the bathroom, and this is your 14-year-old daughter. She goes to use the bathroom, and there is this 17, 18, 19-year-old male that is in that bathroom, biologically a male, still carries a penis, but he is going through a transition, or he identifies as being a female, so he is allowed to use the same bathroom that your 14-year-old daughter is using. And you know how these public bathrooms are in these institutions like schools. It has multiple stalls in it, and there are multiple people in it. It's not a one person use, one person enter at a time. So and in most school bathrooms, that's where a lot of stuff goes down. Children still hide in the school bathroom and smoke. Children still go to the school bathrooms to fight. That's to tell you that the school bathroom is not that secured. Even if the institution has cameras all over the hallways and in the classrooms, the bathroom is one place they cannot have a camera. So, a suggestion: are they going to have a security guard standing in each one of these bathrooms? That would pose a problem. Why? Because although you would want to put a biological woman security guard in a women's bathroom and a biological man in the men's bathroom, the issue could be raised that later on somebody will apply for that security position, and it will be a transgendered woman who is applying for the security position to be in the women's bathroom. Now, this person was born a man, and this is a full-fledged man who now identifies as a woman or trans that will be in that bathroom. So, the next safe bet, which I think is the safest bet, and this is just my commentary, the safest bet is to establish 3 bathrooms. Make sure you have one bathroom for the girls, one bathroom for guys, so you have male, female, and then you have a trans bathroom. And then everybody who is trans can go and use the same bathroom. Would that not make more sense than to have grown men, or to have the potential for something to happen in one of these bathrooms? And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, just because you're trans and you're doesn't mean that you're a sexual predator. No one is saying that. No one is saying that being that makes you a sexual predator. But we have seen, and I'll take this one instance from a prison, which I believe is in New Jersey or one of those states. Quite a few prisons have had this issue, and now the laws are changing back. But in a bid to have transgendered women not serve time in an all-male prison because they will be, things will happen to them, right? It's been proven already. Things will happen to them. So in a bid to save them, they started housing these prisoners when they break the law and they're convicted of a crime and they're sentenced to prison. They started housing these prisoners in women's prisons. What ended up happening recently in one particular woman prison? Just go Google it and look it up. It turns out that person who identified as a female functions very well as a male, and that particular part of the individual works perfectly. And that person was very interested in carrying on relations with actual biological females inside the prison. The end result was this individual was able to impregnate multiple inmates inside of that prison institution. So, again, do you think that it's okay to have laws and rules written into place now that allows people to use whatever bathroom they identify as. So you can be a full-fledged man and you'll say, I identify as trans and I identify as a woman, even though when you look at me, you'll see a man. So I'm going to use the women's bathroom. Do you think that that should be okay? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let's have a whole discussion on this topic. And again, this is something that is actually happening right now in the great United States of America. Think about it. Keep your comments clean. Let's talk. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.